Welcome back, deep divers. Today we're taking a plunge into the world of ancient prophecy, and let me tell you, things are about to get intense.
Yeah, we're cracking open the book of Jeremiah, specifically chapter 43.
And this is where things get really interesting, right? We're dealing with the aftermath, the fallout, the what happens next after the destruction of Jerusalem. It's a pretty bleak picture.
It is. You have these remaining Judeans, they're desperate, they're scared, and they're making a run for it to Egypt.
Yeah, fleeing for their lives. But here's the kicker, right? They're doing it against the direct advice of, well, a prophet. Jeremiah is practically begging them to stay put, but they won't listen.
Exactly, and that's what makes this chapter so fascinating, so tragic. It's a story about the consequences of ignoring divine guidance, about the dangers of leaning on your own understanding when, well, maybe you shouldn't.
So let's break it down, shall we? Who are these folks who are hightailing it out of Judah?
Well, you've got these leaders, Johanan and Azariah, and they're pretty much calling the shots. They've convinced themselves that Egypt is the answer, the safe haven, the escape route.
But Jeremiah's like, nope, wrong way, guys. Big mistake.
Yeah, he's laying it all out there, warning them that Egypt will offer no protection, that God's judgment is coming for them wherever they go.
But it's like they have their fingers in their ears, right? They're not listening. They're even accusing Baruch, Jeremiah's scribe, of, like, manipulating him.
It's a classic case of shooting the messenger, isn't it? They're so convinced they're right that they refuse to even consider the possibility of being wrong.
And it's not just them, right? They're dragging everyone along for this very misguided ride. Men, women, children, even the king's daughters, the whole tragic exodus.
Right, it's a desperate attempt to cling to survival, to find some semblance of safety in a world that's turned upside down.
And where are they headed? Tapanhes.
Yeah.
Not exactly your typical vacation spot.
No, not at all. Tapais was a strategic border city in Egypt, kind of a gateway between nations. So by going there, they're not just seeking refuge, they're symbolically cutting themselves off from their homeland, their heritage. It's like they're trying to outrun their past, hoping to reinvent themselves in a new land.
But that's not exactly how things play out, is it?
No, not quite. In fact, it's in Tahpanhes that things take a decidedly dramatic turn. God commands Jeremiah to perform this symbolic act, this kind of visual prophecy. He tells him to bury some stones right at the entrance of Pharaoh's house.
Okay, so we've got stones. What's the big deal?
Well, those stones aren't just random rocks. They're a sign, a symbol of what's coming. They represent Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonian king who just finished destroying Jerusalem.
The guy who's about to turn his attention to Egypt as per God's prophecy. Talk about foreshadowing.
Exactly. It's like God saying, look, you think you've escaped, but you can't outrun my judgment. Nebuchadnezzar is coming, and those stones are his calling card.
And not just coming for a visit, right? He's coming to conquer.
Right. The prophecy makes it very clear. Nebuchadnezzar will set up his throne right on those very stones that Jeremiah buried. The very place they thought was safe, their supposed refuge, will become their prison.
It's like a cruel cosmic joke. They flee one conqueror only to run straight into the arms of another.
Yeah, and the prophecy doesn't sugarcoat anything. It talks about the fate of those destined for death, captivity, the sword. It even describes the destruction of the Egyptian gods and temples. This is a symbolic victory of the God Israel over all other powers. It's saying, no matter where you go, you can't escape my reach, my justice, my sovereignty.
So all those folks who fled, all those families hoping for a fresh start, it's a pretty grim ending for them.
It is, but it's also a powerful reminder that we can't outsmart God. We can't outrun his plans. We may think we're in control, but ultimately we're not.
So what's the takeaway here for us sitting here, thousands of years later?
Well, I think it's a question of foundations. If those stones represent the foundation of Nebuchadnezzar's conquest, what are we building our lives on? Are we building on shifting sand, on things that can't withstand the storms of life? Or are we building on something solid, something that can anchor us when the winds blow?
You know what really struck me? It's the power of those stones, that symbolism. It's not just an ancient thing, right? We see it all the time today in protests, in art, in advertising, in logos. I mean, everywhere.
Absolutely. Symbols have this incredible power to communicate deep meaning without words. They can evoke emotions, inspire action, even change the course of history. Just think about all the symbols that have shaped our world.
So, yeah, those stones really got me thinking, what symbols are we creating? What messages are we sending with our lives? It's a question worth pondering for sure.
It is, and maybe it's a call to be more intentional about the foundations we're building, the things we're choosing to stand upon.
Well said. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep building on solid ground.